I don't know if you guys know anybody, but once you guys start getting some traction, you guys start, getting some results and you believe like, holy shit, dude, this is working. This is real. No pun intended, real. You need to wake up and lower your living lifestyle. Lower it. Guys, would you rather go backwards to end up where you want to be or refuse to go backwards and stay where you are? Because if you can't put your bills on autopilot, it means you're not making enough money. What does being real even mean? What does being real even mean? Well, again, dude, like I always tell people, would you rather chase your dreams or make them real? Well, sure, I'd rather make them real. Exactly. That's what real is all about, building a real life where you got real relationships, real health, real money, real everything, is real. It's not trumped up. It's not fake. It's not, nonsense. And it's easy to do, once somebody kind of becomes aware of things like mindset, skill set, and habits as an example. Guys, the mindset, skill set, and habits is really all people need to focus on every single day. If right now I said, hey, Dan Paulson, let's figure out exactly where you want to be in life. Let's figure out what the ultimate version of you is, right? That's backing into it. What do you want to look like? Who do you want to be with? Who do you want to be as a person? What's your day look like, etc. The more you build that, the more you've designed that life, and the more answers that you have, now you can back into it and you can say, okay, in order to do this, here's what I need to do, right? Whether you like to do it or not is irrelevant. Sometimes it's hard for people to get out of their own way because they haven't figured out where it is that they want to go. And that's part of that mindset, They don't think it's possible. Like, who here believes that they could buy Caesar's palace? Okay, good. Now, the question is can you? Do we believe you? Do you really believe you can? How do you have that much money? Believing that you can buy Caesar's palace doesn't mean you have the money to do so. It means you've got the ability to do so. Why? Because there is no limitation to money. And that is the truth. There is no limits to money. You have unlimited money. You just don't know how to get it. But you have access to unlimited amounts of money. You have all the money you ever need in life right now. You just don't know where to get it. Don't know how to get it. That's mindset. Then the other one's skill set, and then the last one's habits. Guys, it's so simple. I just keep reiterating mindset, skill set, habits. Why? Because if someone just finally, like let's say you guys decide to quit this call. If all you ever learned was mindset, skill set, habits, I guarantee you're going to be successful. The question is how long is it going to take? If you pay attention. Because it's all about mindset, skill set, habits. Your mindset is limited, whether you like to think so or not. And how do I prove it? Because again, like I was talking to a guy today. He said, go to Disneyland. They want like $9 for a Coke. Screw that. Like, I can't afford that. Why would you, number one, say that to yourself? Like, do you not like yourself? You can't afford a $9 Coke, bitch. I can afford a $900 Coke. I can afford a $9,000. I can afford a $900,000 Coke. Doesn't mean you have to buy one. Doesn't mean you're an idiot, but other people will make you think so. So some people will be thinking, how the hell, Stefan, are you going to freaking buy the damn Caesar's palace? You ain't got $1 billion. But you believe that there's $1 billion out there, that you just have to do the right things, say the right things, get the right people, and then you can buy Caesar's palace? Because technically, dude, whoever raised their hand is correct. You actually can buy Caesar's palace. It's all the rest of you that didn't raise your hand that have limited mindsets. You're stuck. You actually believe you do not have the ability to do something. Even though that's a pretty big one, and I used it on purpose because it's easy to freaking do that. But dude, some people do it for a little tiny bit. People are afraid of getting ripped off. Why are they afraid of getting ripped off? Because they don't want to lose their money. Why? Because money's not abundant. Because I don't want to do without. If I lose this money, I might be screwed. Guys, you got to quit thinking that way. So the elite call, or whatever we're going to call it one of these days, the elite group, this group right here, we're going to start doing live events. We're going to start having a lot of fun. We're going to start doing hot seats. Matter of fact, I think we're going to do some hot seats today. But mainly this call is very simple, dude. When it boils down to the bottom line, we're going to figure out how to get to the mindset, the skill sets, and the habits that are necessary to become ultra successful. How? By figuring out the mindsets, the skill sets, and the habits of the ultra successful. So not only do I give you my opinions and thoughts, because I would consider myself successful. I wouldn't say ultra until I hit a little bit higher level, but everyone's got their own opinion of what successful is. I'm sure by a lot of definitions, everybody thinks I'm massively successful. My mind, dude, I could have been twice as far, 3 times as far, maybe even 10 times as far if I could do it all over again. And I would have got there in half the time. Why? Because I learned all the shit. I've read contracts for 20 years now. I can read, I don't even have to run it by lawyers. Some I do, because you're dumb if you don't, but I can read a contract and say what the lawyer is going to have a problem with. So ultimately, man, it all boils. And by the way, what is that? That's a skill set. You know, what are your habits? Ruben Perez, what the hell are you doing all day, every day? Those are your motions. Those are your habits. Those are your actions. What actions are you taking? Or more importantly, what are you not taking? Because believe it or not, a lot of times it's not what you did that's stupid. It's what you didn't do that's stupid. So it's not what do I do to get rich? Sometimes it's what do you need to stop doing to get rich? So first thing, guys, is you got to figure out what it is that you consider your goal. Where do you want to be? What does the perfect version of you look like? Shen, if I said, what is the perfect version of you? Can you describe it specifically? And if the answer is yes, and you write all that shit down, then we can back into that. There you go. See, Stefan's on it. But
don't spend a weekend with Andy Elliott, you'll get freaking crazy.
Well, yeah, dude, February 4th, I'll be over there. You coming to that? And again, ultimately, I don't know if you guys know anybody, but once you guys start getting some traction and you guys start, getting some results and you believe like, holy shit, dude, this is working. This is real. No pun intended, real. Jay put together like a little affiliate deal, which was his idea. Affiliates mainly means you bring people into the group and you get paid from them as well. It's going to $297. I think February 1, $297. You guys don't have to pay more. I'm going to leave you all where you are right now, but people joining after that, it's going to be $297. So if you get them to join, you get a piece of that, which would pay yours. So again, I mean, dude, bring a person or two and you're free. So anyway, long story short, we're gonna focus. We're gonna spend time on the habits, the mindset, the skill sets of the ultra successful every Wednesday, and then we're gonna do exercises and coaching and mentoring and masterminding. The mastermind part is where we all pitch in. Like right now, if we start doing a hot seat, literally Nick might be the one that comes up with something that is the mind-blowing shit or a total solution, or he knows somebody that you need to know to solve that problem. So that's where the mastermind comes in. Mentoring is when you're getting information from someone who's already done that, already been there. So if you tell me, hey, Brad, I want to go to the North Pole. I want you to mentor me up there. Dude, I cannot mentor you to go to the North Pole because I've never been there. I would be mentoring you on why in the fuck would you want to go to the North Pole? Like, why the hell would you want to go to the North Pole? But you guys get my point. So anyway, welcome to today's call. Normally, we're going to spend 5 or 10 minutes talking about last week's challenge. Did we have one last week? I don't think we did.
We went over the stock market. And so we were in the group. We were challenging people to check the market every day, find something that they want to invest in, that type of stuff.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Sometimes I'll bring people. Last time I brought my buddy Malik in, who does stock trading. And again, he is successful doing it. A lot of people say, you can't make money day trading. Yes, you can. I know a lot of people making a lot of money. And when crypto goes down, guess what? I don't know if you guys know a guy named Chase Hero. Go like this if you know Chase Hero. Yeah, Chase Hero, dude, I guarantee I saw his bank account one time, $190 million in it. Okay, he is not full of shit, and he makes money going up. He makes money coming down. He makes money on shit coins. He makes money on Bitcoins. Like, dude, there's money all over the place. Okay, it's time to get some. It's time to stop being limited. Now, with that being said, Jay, you said we have a couple of people that we wanted to do a hot seat. Now, explain to these good folks what hot seat is. And we'll do hot seat from time to time. So if you guys are ever interested in it, what we do on a hot seat night is I'm just going to call upon somebody randomly. And we're going to ask you some questions about your business, about your situation, see if you know your numbers. And then we're going to all collectively as a group try and solve any problems or situations that you're having. That way you get the benefit of a mastermind. Anybody ever read Think and Grow Rich? Now, if you haven't read that, you guys should. And if you've only read it once, you should read it again. But Think and Grow Rich talks about masterminds and the power of a mastermind. All of our minds put together are better than any individual's mind in here. So don't underestimate the power of a mastermind. When I used to come to these type of things, I would think the person talking, me in this case, or whoever's thing it is, that's the only person I want to talk to. That's the only person I want to hear from. And I missed the fact that there was freaking 80 to 100 other like-minded individuals in the same damn room going through all kinds of journeys of their own, having all kinds of connections of their own. See what I'm saying? And I missed it. Like, don't miss that. Like, dude, there might be someone right here. Tina Overfelt might be the one that gives you an answer, puts you in touch with somebody that she knows had nothing to do with me. You're like, damn, dude, maybe I should join hers. Well, again, it depends. Like, how many people are in hers? At the end of the day, it's not about whose is it. It's about who's around you. Who are you surrounded by, and who's helping you think through things. So a mastermind is very valuable. If we only did hot seats every week, this would be a freaking unbelievable call. We just go boom, boom. And not only that, you're learning when we're doing hot seat with other people. So you're learning shit through their mistakes or their business. So it's a great thing. Jay, tell us what we're going to do here.
Yeah, so I was just on the call with Brad, and he called me out a little bit. He said for a hot seat, we should be just pulling people up randomly and make sure that they have their numbers. And I wanted to save everybody a little bit of embarrassment, because I guarantee not everybody has their numbers ready. So I got 2 people ready to go that have their numbers verified. So we're going to pull them up. They're going to tell us a little bit about their business, what it is that they do, run us through their numbers from last year, marketing efforts, whatever it may be.
Hey, let me interrupt. Let me add to that, because we're also going to be quick. Like, I don't want to hear, so I got sick and then my mom came home and we had to move her and bing, ning, 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 ning. Like, let's go, cut to the chase. What do you do? What do you got? Where you at? And so then we can all figure out how to get you where you're going. And if you don't know where you're going, you got a bigger issue. But if you don't know where you are, that's another issue. So if you don't know your numbers, if I called upon you right now, you don't know your business's numbers, it's not your business. Like, dude, when I say that ain't any of your business? Well, when it comes to your numbers, that is your business. that is your business. Someone told you it's none of your business too many times. And now you think nothing's your business. Guys, your business is your business. If you don't know your numbers, write that down. Know my numbers. You got to know your numbers. All right, but anyway, in the future, hot seat is you're not going to be prepared for hot seat. Okay, that's why we call it hot seat, because you're getting in the hot seat. You're just called upon. You better know your shit or you're going to look stupid. I asked him, why you do that? Why you get prepared? He says, well, I don't want anybody to look stupid and get embarrassed. And I'm like, dude, that's what the hot seat's all about. They swallow, they get all scared, and you can find out where they actually are. Because, dude, a lot of times, even if they know their numbers, being called out on the spot in the hot seat scares them. And guess what? If you're a scared little bitch because everybody's looking at you, we got to work on that, guys. You think the ultra successful give a rat's dick what you think? You think I'm sitting here going, oh my God, I wonder what Joanne's thinking about me. Does she think my shirt's too tight? Oh, I hope not. My numbers, I don't want them to know that I only did this. And mindset, skill set, habits of the ultra successful, I promise you, the ultra successful, they don't think like that. They do know their numbers. They're prepared. They're ready to rock and roll, and they're not scared. So when you call upon them, dude, they pop in here like they're a damn professional. That's how we want to get. Okay, but anyway, this time we're going to go ahead and allow the prepared people apparently to give us a life story, tell us where they are, where they're going, where they're at, and then we're going to see what we hear. So again, I'm going to try to remain quiet the whole time and listen, which is again very smart to listen to people. But sometimes I'll speed it up because it takes way too damn long to listen to the answer.
So we're gonna pull up Nick K really quick. We're gonna pin him. Pin you, Brad, next to him. All right, Nick, tell us what you got.
My man Nick.
Oh, Vic.
Oh, Vic. Where you at?
My bad.
Where you at, Vic?
I knew that.
No problem. I'm in Oklahoma. We have a mobile auto detailing business.
You're cutting out. Turn off your camera so we can hear you better. Your Wi-Fi seems to be a little crummy. A little bit.
Oh, man. Let me see. Sorry, I'm really close to the router. Apologize, guys.
Hey, by the way, Jay Strand, just so you know, when I put you up there, just everybody, I'm going to give you guys a real quick lesson. I'm going to spotlight this Jay Strand. He looks like what he has, what appears to be Cohiba cigars up there on a shelf.
I'm pretty sure they're fake.
I guarantee you they're fake because Cohiba has never, ever, ever made a glass top. So if you ever get someone trying to sell you Cohiba's limited edition, yada 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 yada, they will never, ever, ever be in a see-through container. Just FYI.
They also don't make torpedoes. So
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yeah, they make limited ones, different ones. Yep.
Sure, they do.
Those
Pyramides
are
is
my favorite cigars.
Pyramids.
Yeah, that's one. But again, those are not real just based on the thing. And I went to Mexico and I thought I was smoking Cohibas until I smoked a real one. Dude, a real Cohiba. Oh my God, dude, they're the best.
Yeah, those things are trash.
All right, Vic, where are you at?
Display.
There you are. Okay, let's spotlight old Vicky. Vic, what's up, buddy?
What's happening, man? Appreciate you guys having me. So my name is Vic. Like I said, we own Oklahoma's Car Detailing. It's a mobile auto detailing service provider in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We started the business in February of last year, and from last year we grossed $113,760. Net out of that was $48,540. Most of our marketing came from organic SEO and Google Ads.
So what do you mean by organic? Like just social media? Give us more on that.
So we just had our Google My Business listing and our website ranked high on Google. So when you would search a keyword for like Tulsa Auto Detailing, Tulsa Car Detailing, mobile auto detailing in Tulsa, it would come up on top.
And Vic, can I ask, so you said 113,000 in sales, and then you said the net from that was 48K?
40,540.
All right.
Hey, I heard 40,540.
48,540.
113,760. I heard correct. Yeah.
Correct. Yes, sir.
And how much money did you spend on Google Ads? How much money did you spend on Google Ads?
4,000.
All year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how many leads did you produce all year?
Leads, we did about 700.
About. Okay. And then about how many did you close to make that $113,760 in gross?
That was about 60% of those.
So you did about 420 cars?
Yes.
You know how much that is per month?
It would vary by the month, but on average we did about 10,000. Like the winter month.
I get you. I get you. It varies, but on average, do you know how many that is per month on average?
It was about 30.
That would make 360.
Yeah, it was a little more. On average, it was whatever that is divided by 12.
Okay, again, I'm busting your balls, but this is knowing your numbers.
Yeah.
Like what's your EBITDA? EBITDA, earnings before interest, tax, and amortization. Okay, and again, this is just getting you more. You know your numbers basically, which is pretty good. But what percentage of your gross revenue is net? Do you know?
That was the net. That was the net right there. That 48,000.
No, I understand. What percentage of that is 113? So you made 113. You netted 48, right? What percentage is that?
This is a hot secret, sir, but I appreciate it.
Sorry, Vic, can you talk closer to the mic? You're cutting off.
Yeah, your audio
Yeah,
is a little choppy.
So that would be about 43%.
Right, 43% net margins. Is that good or is that bad?
It was a lot better than the previous business that I had. We were in the restaurant business. And
Yeah,
then when COVID happened,
your margins in a restaurant business aren't that damn good, trust me.
no.
But
That's what I'm saying,
43%,
way better.
yeah, but listen, 43% is a decent, good, strong margin, bro. Do you know what the valuation of your company would be at this point in time right now?
Money should probably be 2x.
No, it'd probably be zero. It'd probably be zero because you're a service-based business, which means if I bought your business and you quit, who's washing all those cars for me?
Yeah.
Are you out there detailing the cars yourself?
I still am. It's myself and one part-time employee at the moment.
Yeah, so eventually what's your goal? Your goal is to eventually have like multiple locations. What's your goal? Where you want to go?
I mean, ideally, the final goal would be to kind of franchise the concept or license it.
And how long on average does it, well, before I get into the details, I also want to ask, like,
Sure.
what big hot question, like, what is the big hot seat question? Like, is it like more marketing question, sales question, or any of that? And Jay, I don't want to like impede, like, if you had a certain like structure, but I'm always like, what
Mastermind.
exactly are you trying to solve?
Hey guys, just so you know, even though Jay is my moderator, this ain't Jay's game. This is old Brad Lee's game. So let me ask the questions and you guys listen. And then once the questions he has starts coming out, then we all chime in. Because that's when like Hassan might have a way better answer than me or anybody, or collectively, you get a lot of different feedback. But my question before you answer that is, where do you want to go, bro? You said kinda do this as a franchise, maybe. Then you said maybe license it. Like you don't know where the fuck you want to go, do you?
Not the final goal yet, but I
Okay. So again,
goals I want to hit.
if I went around the room and I asked everybody like how certain do you guys think he is, number one, on a scale of 1 to 10, how certain do you think he is? Not that certain. Would you all agree? And if he's not that certain, and I say, what's the likelihood he's going to end up exactly where he wants to be? You guys are probably going, I don't know. Okay, guys, that's what we got to avoid. Okay, Vic, you get to decide. Listen to me. You get to decide where you go in life, what you want to do in life, where you want to end up, how much do you want to make. You might realize based on what you actually want, you're never getting there with this business.
Yeah.
Which means, you know what my advice would be if I were you? I would say grab one of your cousins, brothers, friends, or whatever, offer them some equity so they feel like an owner, when in reality, there's a lot of people that own businesses, guys, and really the business owns you. You don't want to be one of those people. You don't want to be a person that owns a business that actually owns you. But you can definitely give your brother, cousin, sister, or nephew a position owning a business with you to where now they run the business, they own the business, but the business owns them, not you. So figure out where you want to go, Nick or Vic. Figure out we're going to start calling you Nick. No, just joking. You got to figure it out. You sound a little too unsure.
Okay. I mean, like, my goal at this moment is to just scale up and, obviously increase revenue and employees and things of that nature.
Well, dude, listen. Hey, first of all, on a positive side, dude, you did good, right? You did good so far. Number one, it's only been since February, so you're rocking and rolling, dude. You're a success. Congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back. But again, don't rest there. You know, $113,000, dude. I'll spend that on fucking dry cleaning. So like we need to get that up to 7 figures. Number one, just start. Like you guys, if your goal is to make 100 grand in the year, you guys got to make it at least $1 million. Like guys, you cannot live on $100,000. You sure as shit can't live on 48,000. And people say, "Oh, yes, you can, dude." All you're trying to do is make me incorrect. You're not gonna end up correct, because when I say you can't live on it, I'm not saying it's impossible. Of course we can. We do live on it. I have employees that live on that, but you don't really imagine a dream life, and 48,000 is what you're trying to make. Now, again, Vic, you're just getting started, bro. So don't take this the wrong way, because I think you're doing great. And by the way, all businesses start low. I didn't make any money for a long time. You're already outperforming when I started my businesses. So, dude, you're doing good. But I'm going to be the harsher one. Everybody else will feel sorry for you. But to me, I want you to like wake up a little bit and realize, dude, I can't be wishy-washy. I can't. What do you want to do? You know, I was kind of thinking about licensing it. I was kind of, maybe a franchise. I don't know. Okay, well, dude, figure the shit out. Like, what are you doing every day if you don't know where you're going? You're floating. You don't want to float. And by the way, if you're winning, because you're winning right now because you have a net profit, if you're winning floating, what would you be doing if you were intentional, exactly where you're going? Listen, dude, we gotta get you like a little more intentional. Because when you say I need to do 4,000 cars, you don't need to do 4,000 cars. You could do 1,000 cars. But your ticket would have to go from 250 to what? 1,000. Which is back to, okay, so what are you doing? Ceramic coating? Dude, there's ceramic coating companies that charge $5,000 to coat your car. So it's almost like the shit you should be charging big bucks for, you're charging nothing. And then the shit you should be charging nothing, you're charging big bucks. It's almost like you got it backwards. Now I'm gonna connect you with a dude by the name of Rich Light. Do you know Rich Light?
Okay. I do not know.
Okay, Rich Light does millions of dollars. He owns a company called Glossit, which is that's where I get my cars ceramic coated and whatnot. And by the way, dude, he did my Raptor for free, ceramic coated my truck for free, and I pushed him so much business because of that. So if there's any influencers in your town, giving away a job, especially when it doesn't even cost you that, giving away a job could get you 20 more jobs. That's just more of a marketing thing. But anyway, I'm going to put you in touch with a guy named Rich Light. He literally he literally has a virtual training system. How do I know? Because it's on Lightspeed, that trains detailers how to break 7 figures. And I just text him to see if he has time to jump on the call, but I don't know if you'll still be up on the hot seat by then. So if he doesn't hurry up, then I'll just put you in touch with him. But he does it every day, all day, dude. He will have your specific answers. Because again, all of ours is, good and in my mind, a lot of it common sense but he'll give you some specific shit. Like, where are you buying your rags? Buy them here. Where are you doing this? Do this instead. Because he's doing it. He does it. And he teaches other people to do it.
Okay. I really appreciate it, Brad. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, keep going, guys. This is good. You getting anything out of this, Vic?
Oh yeah.
Are you writing anything down?
I am. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so
also I can give you a tip for Brad was talking about influencers, but people that are not influencer, that are micro influencer, sometimes has way more impact on their people that they're following it. So if you charge, like, let's say $300 or $400, let's just say you go to the guy, you say, hey, it's $400, but you know what? If you do a story and you tag my page, I'll remove $100 for you. So you get like a dozen every day repost. And then these people that owns Crazy Car have other buddies that own Crazy Car that follows them,
great idea.
How do you go to like car meets and different things and network with people there?
Oh, we are. So we're going to start, we're working with a local company that does, they make products here in Tulsa. and we're going to kind of like partner with them to start distributing their products and go to car shows and sell products as well as our services there.
Yeah, I mean, just networking at car meets. I mean, walk up to the guy with the Lambo and say, "Hey, Lambo looks nice. You got a little bit of salt right there."
Dude, I don't see
Here's
how
my
you're
card.
getting. I don't see how you're getting $250 to freaking wash a car.
And people pay.
That's right. Yeah.
$250?
Yeah, for interior and exterior. I mean, it's not like a quick thing. It's taken like 2.5. The goal is to gross about $100 an hour. Working out.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's people that just want a car wash. So you're not washing cars, you're fully detailing them.
Yeah.
Like
correct.
it's almost reconditioning.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes more
Then
sense.
rebranding.
Yeah, like if you were going to go in and get my car, dialed in where it was dingy looking, the lights in the front were kind of, oxidized, and the carpet was kind of, stained, and I get it back and it looks brand new. That's a $250 job.
Yeah.
So is that all you're doing?
That's what we're doing, and then we have like for clients that just want us to come out every month or every 2 weeks, we have like a subscription service on there as well.
How much is that?
Right now we have 10 clients on a monthly recurring revenue, an average of $149.
10 clients paying you $149 each. Like, what's?
Yeah, a month, and that's like just the basic interior and exterior detail.
How many of them?
10.
So you should be making what, 14,
So
like
you're-
$1,500 a month just from those reoccurring people.
Yeah, and that kind of helps right now when it's slow during the winter time.
Yeah, but Vic, again, dude, you're averaging $15 to wash it. Like, what the hell are you doing with your pricing? $149, you're going to wash it 10 times?
No. We have 10 clients paying that.
Okay, so how much do I get for $149?
What do you get for that?
Yes.
It's an interior and exterior, like a basic detail.
How many? So I get one?
Yeah, one a month.
Why would you sell one for $149 if you sell them for $250 for one? I'll tell you what, Dylan. If you buy one, I'll do it for $149. But if you're only going to buy one, it's $250.
Well, because it's a client that we're doing every single month.
I know, but dude, these cars you're going to do every single month anyway, aren't you?
I mean, the average person gets their car detailed like once or twice a year.
All right, so we're talking about two different things. I'm thinking car wash. You're thinking full-blown detail.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe you're thinking of like a 20 or 30-minute service, and ours is more of like a couple hours.
Well, dude, listen. That's what people need, man. Again, I'm not going to go try and invent a need for somebody. Stefan, don't you know that you're supposed to detail your car thoroughly every 6 months, and then I got to educate his ass and convince his ass and close his ass? Dude, I just say, dude, you want your car washed, don't you? You don't want to be rolling out in a piece of shit looking turd, do you? No? Good. Let me go down there and give it a wash. And then I'd go down and give it a wash for, let's say, $60, right? Plus they tip you, probably usually 20. So you get $80 for a 30-minute car wash instead of $149 for a 2-hour car wash. Okay? Because one's just more, detailed. But guess what? If I'm washing your car every other week for $60, how much are you getting from me per month?
$240.
It's more than $149, ain't it? Not only that, when I need a detail, who am I likely to call? The guy that's washing my car every 2 weeks that has a detail service, or somebody brand new?
Well,
Yeah.
The one you're calling every 2 weeks.
Yeah, so again, keep in mind that you might want to hire some new people that they don't know how to detail, but they definitely know how to wash, and they will learn detail when they get good enough, and then offer the $60 car washes because, dude, I got to be honest, there's not going to be a lot of people that want to, detail their car on a regular basis. Like a full-blown detail, like $250, $300, $400, like carpet clean and all that. Dude, I've never done that to my cars. I trade them in when the ashtrays are full. So I mean, at the end of the day, dude, there's going to be more people that want a car wash, and then when you build the relationship from the car wash, now you start to accumulate these detail customers and people that are a little bit more, let's say, in love with their car. You go to this thing out here called Cars and Coffee. Everybody pulls out their cars. They're always clean. They're always detailed. They're always babied. Why? Because these people love their cars. So if you go up there and you're like, hey, I can detail the shit out of that car. Dude, look at the car. It's flawless. You can eat off the engine. It's already detailed. I don't want to detail. But I bet you they might want to freaking wash it, throw some Armor All on the tires, and stick it out on the freaking show. So all I'm saying is I know you want that high ticket, but imagine if you could just like maybe offer a lower ticket and get masses to do it. And now you got systems in place and you're not, operating your business as a insider. You're owning the business. Because, dude, I mean, right now, if you could get 100 people at $60, how much money you got?
6,000.
100 people at $60 is better than 10 people at $200, isn't it? And why is that? And by the way, as the rest of you guys think of your businesses, remember, guys, there's something valuable about volume. So I know people, I don't want to deal with anybody that's low life because, believe it or not, as you raise your price, you'll raise the quality of your customer. Is that crazy? And it's the truth. You raise your price, you'll raise the quality of your customer. Matter of fact, you'll raise the quality of your business and your value too. Just by raising your price, you increase the value of your service or product. So right now, whatever you're charging, you could charge twice that. And you will automatically attract a better customer, right? And you will increase the value of what you did, even if you did nothing different. People say, no, that's not true. Yeah, it is true. They've done studies on this stuff. So think about what you're pricing your services at, and make sure that they're competitive, obviously. But at the end of the day, you're not trying to be the cheapest person out there, are you? You want to be the cheapest car washer in town, Vic? No, your goal is not to be the cheapest car wash guy in town. Your goal is to be the best detailer or car specialist in town. Totally two different things. James has a question. What's up, James?
Vic, the other thing I was thinking is Brad was like, hey, go sell the quantity. Go get more people that are familiar and then package and bundle and upsell them. So you can offer a detailed bundle, like, I don't know, if natural cadences once a quarter, once a year, every 6 months. Do their car washes, quick, easy, get them in the door, then upsell that, and then upsell ceramic coating. But you'll have a lot more people to promote you, refer you, retain, whatever, if you start with the car wash piece.
Yeah,
Then bundle the rest of your higher.
Make a funnel, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. And then if they're going to promote you, I would really suggest that you give them a discount on future services so you don't have to refund or affect your cash flow right then and there. Also more likely to come back again. That's all.
Here's another trick question. Vic, what's your website?
It's OklahomeCarDetailing.com.
Say again?
OklahomeCarDetailing.com.
Oklahomes?
Oklahomies.
How you spell that?
Put it in the chat.
Yeah,
I know, but like put it in the chat. Nobody says that shit in real life. Like, dude, if I'm trying to figure out what Oklahomies car wash is in marketing, now I got to wonder how you spelling that. Like, can't you get a name that doesn't say Oklahomies? Or is that your name?
That's our business name.
Your business name is Oklahomies?
Yeah.
Like Oklahomans, but homies, like friends?
Yeah.
I got you. Oklahomies, car detailing, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Oklahomies.
Oklahomies.
Let's see if I know how to spell it. Sounds easy enough. Oklahomies, Car detailing, correct?
Yes, sir.
.com. Let's have a look-see. Believe it or not, some people, I was hoping to God he didn't say we don't have a website. Guys, in this day and age, if you don't have a website, it means you're not credible. You literally have to have a website, even if it's just a parking place. All right, let's take a look-see here. Oklahomies. And by the way, is Oklahomies a known thing in Oklahoma?
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, you could
Because if not, dude, what you want to do, because it's a clever little thing, like we're your friends, but there would need to be a slogan like Oklahomies, where we're not just Oklahomans, we're your homies, you know, or something to where like a little slogan that tells that makes people understand. Because I don't know what an Oklahomie is. I'm just assuming it's a friendly Oklahoman.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Oklahomies. Okay, good. Tom, you got a question?
Yeah. So he said you're slow in a couple months and stuff like that. So I mean, for stuff like that, you'd be in the sales business. So, like, what is your offer? So if I call and I said, "Hey, I want to detail my car," do you have a pitch or an offer or anything? Like a standard.
We'll just kind of go through a script and see what exactly you want done, and then go from there.
And do you have like a major rejection? What's your typical rejection?
I mean, most of the time it's just the price, or some people just want, kind of like how Brad was saying, just people want like a very simple service. But since we're like coming out to them, we're trying to get more of that higher ticket premium service.
So
to start off, like when we first started off and first opened last February, we were doing like an offer that we had out just to get our name in the marketplace and gather reviews and stuff was like a full detail for $99. But what we noticed was like the lower you would charge, the dirtier the cars would be. So the more we charge, the cleaner the cars are. But obviously people's expectations are higher, but like they be kind of trapped like that.
So have you ever heard that price is only an objection in the absence of value?
Yes.
Yeah. So when somebody says that you're too expensive, like what's your value add on why that? And somebody kind of alluded to this earlier. What is your value add whenever somebody says that?
So we'll just be like, since you're a first time customer, we'd love to throw in like 2 free upgrade add-ons for you. So they could choose like 2 free add-ons on top of the service that we would be giving them. And if they kind of still complain on price, then it's more than likely what we found out somebody that has like a really, really dirty car, or somebody that's probably not our ideal customer.
All right. The other thing is, how often do you have to turn people away? Are you ever so busy that you yourself, like you take too long, stuff like that?
Dude, hey, let me, before you answer that, what the hell is this?
Oh, that was just a photo that we used for like a banner.
Well, you just confused the shit out of me. I thought you were Oklahomies.
That would just be like for an A-frame sign that we would have laying around.
Yeah, but it says Tulsa Auto Detailing.
Oh, it was just like another URL for a website.
I understand, but dude, you got to be consistent with branding. Oklahomies is Oklahomies. You can't send me to Oklahomies and then tell me you're Tulsa.
Yeah.
Which one are you? Pick. I'd go. Dude, I'd go remake this immediately. I'd go remake it immediately. I'm so thrown off by that.
Okay.
The other thing, Vic, super quickly, is does your target customer even use the word homie?
I mean, we haven't really had any objections to the name or anything. People really like the name. I mean, for clients, they're like, "Oh, that's really cool," or we call it because of the name, or chose me because of the name.
But Vic, for example, Oklahomies, your friends in the detail business. That makes perfect sense because you're homies.
Yeah.
So you got to add this. You got to come up with the slogan so it ties it together. Oklahomies are your friends in the detailing business, as an example. Also, the before and afters that you do here are great if you can, because I mean, I know it's hard, but whoever does the before and afters, make sure that they're ultimately the same angle and everything. You see, like those are two different angles.
Yeah.
How do I know that's even the same vehicle? Which again, no one's going this granular as I am, but I'm just saying, if they were exactly identical, like make sure that the before and afters are really, really, like that should just been a little bit better. But the before and afters are powerful. Why? Because people know what their car looks like, and then they want to see what their car looks like after the fact. Now, to me, if you fix this car, which you did, why didn't you offer to fix their rim? Do you not know how to fix rims?
No.
Dude, believe it or not, a Sharpie would fix this.
It's probably plasti dipped.
But like you see right here, it's dirty, and then here it's not so dirty, but it's not necessarily that clean either, right? Like,
Yeah.
like I would get rid of this. Like, what are you trying to show them? That you don't really make much of a difference? Like, dude, this looks like a dirty car, and this looks like a somewhat clean car. You didn't even want to armor all the fucking tire? Does everyone agree or disagree, or am I being too critical?
I don't let it go.
No, like,
Agree completely.
like to me, dude, if I saw that, I am not calling you guys. You guys suck. If you're showing me that's your best work. And by the way, guys, you guys got to understand something. Whenever you put testimonials or pictures and shit on your website, you do not use your worst ones. You do not use the worst customers to give you testimonials, which is why I always tell people I don't trust testimonials anyway. You think I'm going to put some asshole on there? Of course not. I'm going to put all my happy customers. So when you go read testimonials, dude, it doesn't mean anything. I want to talk to the people that aren't happy with you. I want to hear about the people that you're not putting on your website. The people you put on your website, unless you're an idiot, are all going to say you're great. Which, by the way, I'd have to go listen to all those testimonials. But again, you got testimonials, you got before and afters. This is good. But dude, look at that picture right there. And I put on my readers and everything. Before, it just looks like a regular dirty car that hadn't been washed in a while. And then after, it doesn't look much better. And quite frankly, I don't even know if it's the same car, because the bottom car has a rusted fucking brake pad and the top one doesn't. Would it take you 9 months to do it?
It's the angle. It's the angle.
No, we have a virtual assistant that puts these together for us.
Which by the way, is another point that I just made. Make sure that the angles are the same. Anytime you have a before and after, they have to be the same. Like right here, you're showing the front and the back. Then down here, you're just showing the whole car. You should have showed the whole car in the beginning. Hey, you want to spend an hour a week with me helping you become a business badass? Well, check out my group in the link below.
First of all, for what you're doing, I would most definitely do some really good TikToks on it. You'll blow up very quickly if you do some really good video on how nasty the cars are, and do the same exact video as you finish it when it's perfectly clean. Don't just do a generic video of the car. Oh, it's clean now. Nobody cares. Show how nasty that cup holder is. Show how nasty the dash is. I mean, just how sick these cars are. And just go back through and then, wow, and do some cool music to it, stuff that's going to keep people's attention. Second thing, I would most definitely look at what's draining your time. What are you doing constantly? I know it's hard when you first start. But what's just time sucking you and you're not really making any money? And what are you actually making money on? And take those things that you're actually making money on and see if you can do that more, rather than just doing the things that are just sucking your time all day. Part 3 to that is, you said it a minute ago, not everybody's your customer. That's very hard when you're starting out, but sometimes that's probably the best piece of advice, if I wish I would have known, is you don't have to say yes to every single person. It'll come out a lot better for you in the end.
Hey, Vic, let me ask you a question. Also, do you do pinstriping?
No.
Do you do paintless dent repair?
No.
Do you do rim improvements?
No.
Do you sell rims?
No.
You sell tires? You sell tint?
We have a guy that we outsource it to.
Well, finally, you got a guy. Okay, again, dude, you don't have to sell rims to have a guy that sells rims. You don't need to do dentless paintless dent repair as long as you got a guy that does paintless dent repair. See what I'm saying? You've got the relationship. You now need to bring in all the other things that car owner would ever need. So Vic becomes, or Oklahomies becomes, their friend in the car business. You know, the business of making cars kick ass, period. You know, we detail the shit out of it, absolutely. But dude, I got a guy that can fix those dents. Why? Because dude, I don't care how detailed a car is. When it's got door dings all over it, looks like a pile of shit. I literally trade cars in if it gets a door ding. I cannot stand door dings. I gotta fix door dings. You'll never catch my shit with door dings. You catch me with door dings, dude, it just happened. It just happened. I haven't fixed it yet. So again, that's another way to make a lot of money to add to that 113. Your goal is to $1 million, dude. Just make sure you open your mind up, man. You got a relationship with this customer. You see door dings when you were detailing it. You see burns in the seat that you can't do anything about. I mean, I got the seat clean, but I can't repair the burns. Why can't you? And if you can't, who can? Go put the network together so your network becomes valuable. Someone said, why do you use Oklahomies? Dude, this guy does everything. Like, he basically takes care of my cars, period. He's got mechanics. He's got fucking tire people. He's got tint people. I mean, dude, that guy makes cars unbelievable. He is a reconditioning expert. When in reality, you're just a freaking detailer, dude, but you know everybody else. Because you walk up to any other person in that industry and you say, hey, listen, my name's Vic. I own Oklahomies. If I bring you from some tint business, would you be mad at me? What do you think they're going to say?
No.
They'd say absolutely not. Say, okay, well, good. Listen, I need to make sure you're doing quality tint. You got anybody that I can, vet you with? Any due diligence? Okay, you find a good guy that's doing good tint. Okay, now the next question is, hey, Vic, how much money can I make if I start throwing you customers on a consistent basis? Can I get 20% of what you charge them? See what I'm saying? I think he froze. He froze, or he's thinking really hard and really long. I think you froze, Vic.
Oh, I'm here.
There you are. There you are.
I have to move back.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying, Nick or Vic?
Yes.
I keep reading Nick's name. I'm looking at Nick and I'm talking to Vic, so that's why I keep calling you Nick.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, dude. So build relationship. And by the way, you guys, even though this wasn't necessarily about your business, all the things we're talking about could apply to your business. You got to start thinking, who are you? What are you doing? Are you doing the things we're telling him to do? Because I heard some good shit. Number one, hey, factor 8 months. Don't do 12 because you already know 3 of them are going to be bad. Well, dude, that's great. Most people underestimate what it takes. Most people say, well, I need 14 cars. Bullshit, dude. Not for 8 months. How many do you need if you're going on 8 months? How many cars a day would you need? Because why not over deliver instead of under deliver? And most people under deliver. And by the way, when you under deliver, subconsciously, you start to reduce from your self-esteem and your self-worth. Why? Because if you say you need to do 14 cars, your goal is 14 cars, and you do 12 cars, is that a win or a loss? That's a loss. People say, oh, no, it's pretty close. Hey, sometimes it's slow. Next week we'll make it up. No, guys, that's called rationalization. At the end of the day, if you literally want to build your confidence, it's real simple. Number one, you forgive yourself for everything you've ever done to yourself, which is a lot, by the way. That's a whole nother discussion. There's a lot of you guys out there that don't have very much confidence. Well, why? Well, ultimately, it's subconsciously because you don't value yourself or your service or your product. You're just not aware of it because it's below awareness, subconscious. So how you fix it is you forgive yourself for all that shit. You kind of wipe the slate clean. It's a simple process. Boom, I forgive myself. I'm going to wipe the slate clean. I'm going to pretend I've never screwed myself. I've never procrastinated. I've never lied. Like I'm going to abstain me from all of the past transgressions and sins. Then you commit to do what you say you're going to do. Then you start racking up the wins, because if you win a lot, you become a winner. If you lose a lot, you become a loser. So a win is very simple. You get to decide what it is. So in my opinion, brushing my teeth is a win. Like, dude, brush your teeth. People are like, well, duh. Dude, is that not a good thing to do? Yes, it is. Well, then that's a win, especially for some of you that might not brush your teeth. Trust me, the simple act of brushing your teeth is a damn win. So you start lowering your expectations. If 14 is what you want, everyone says, dude, try for 30. No. Not when it comes to building confidence. If I were you, I would drop that to freaking 6. Why? Because you're going to need to do it. You're going to want to win a lot. So you lower those goals. It doesn't matter what your macros, but your micros, your dailies, I'm making those things hittable. Every day I've got hittable goals. Like my goal today, one of them was to freaking do this call. And I'm winning, dog, because I did the call. I win all damn day long, which is why I walk around like I'm freaking somebody. Why? Well, because, dude, I'm a winner, dude. I win constantly. Now, who decides what a win is? I do. You don't. I do. So again, dude, if you're the one that decides what a win is, drop down what you think a win is on a daily basis and start winning consistently. That's the third thing you do. Then step 4 is to get rid of all the idiots and the negativity. You don't want anybody saying, dude, come on, Vic, $1 million, brother. Come on, dude. This is Tulsa. Okay, this ain't LA, dude. You're not going to get $1 million. Eliminate that shit. Get rid of any negativity. I'm telling you guys right now, it's massively important to eliminate the negativity out of your freaking existence. Then step 5 is to map out and visualize. Mapping out is saying I need 14 cars in order to get there. But now, how do you visualize being there? What happens when you get there? What is it like? What does it smell like? What are you going to do with the money? Where are you going to go with the money? Da-da-da-da-da. You just map out and visualize. And believe it or not, visualization works. It's been proven. So are you visualizing every single day making $1 million? Because most people are like, no. They think about it. I want to make $1 million. And then they're over there thinking about, I want to eat a sandwich. Like, they're not back to freaking, I want to make $1 million. I want to make $1 million. I need to make $1 million. I need to make $1 million. I need to make $1 million. How am I going to make $1 million? How am I going to make $1 million? If you did that every day, how am I going to make $1 million? How am I going to make $1 million? How am I going to make $1 million? Everyone you came into contact with, how am I going to make $1 million? You know how to make $1 million? How can I make $1 million? Can you help me make $1 million? Do you know anybody that can make $1 million? Do you know anybody that's made $1 million? How do I make $1 million? I guarantee you, dude, you're going to make $1 million. And someone's going to be, oh, that's bullshit. No, you got a limited mindset. That's a mindset issue you got right there. Because what I said is true. You focus every single day on how to get $1 million. I bet you anything that son of a bitch who does that will get $1 million. But nobody focuses on it that much. It's just a fleeting thought. I want to be a millionaire. But I'm going to lay here and play Call of Duty and not work and not make any calls and not improve my skill sets and not join any groups and not introduce myself and not expand and grow and develop. What's likely? Likely is you're probably not going to get $1 million. Okay, so you already know if I focus on $1 million, I'm likely to get it. And if I don't focus on $1 million, I'm not likely to get it. My next question would be, how come you're not focusing on it? And if you're like, well, I am focused on it, Brad, quite frankly, I've made millions. I'm trying to make motherfucking hundreds, bitch. Same principle. Why are you only making $10 million? I ask myself every day, dude, how come I'm not making $1 billion a year yet? But I don't ask why I'm not. I ask, how can I? And then I pay attention. And then I see, and I notice when people come into the room and it's like, wait a minute, there's an opportunity, because you'll get your answers. But that's if you're mapping out and visualizing every single day. And then the last one, guys, is to seek new information, which is what you're doing here. You're seeking new information. New information will cause you to change your beliefs. See, it's real simple, dude. The reason you have what you have is because you believe what you believe. The reason you are where you are, you're with who you're with, you get what you get, all of that is because you believe what you believe. Do you guys agree with that? Because that's the truth. So if the reason you have what you have is because you get what you get and you have what you have and you're with what you're with and blah, 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 blah. if that's true, that the reason you have all that is because you believe what you believe, well, then my question is, what the hell do you believe? Or more importantly, what the hell do you need to believe to get where you want to be? Because the question is what do I need to believe? And that's the question. What do you need to believe? Well, when you want to change your beliefs, the only way to do that is to get new information. If you have a child, try this on your next child. It won't work on if they're already older and smarter, but when they're babies and they're growing up and they don't know any better, they only know what you teach them. Okay? What I want you to do is I want you to tell them repeatedly that fire is nice. It feels good and it doesn't burn. And they'll believe you until they stick their hand in it, and then they'll receive some new information. And even though you're their dad or their mom, they will not believe you anymore. Why? Because the pain and the evidence is new information, and they know, and they change their beliefs. Period. You cannot convince them anymore that it doesn't burn, and they will stay away from that fire no matter how much you talk them into moving forward, because they realize that shit burns. I don't believe whoever just told me it doesn't, because it just did. So when you take it to that extreme, everyone's like, well, no kidding. Well, dude, that's how you change beliefs. That's the only way you can change your beliefs. The only way you can change your beliefs is to get new information. So you literally need new information. So again, every single day, I'm looking for new information. I'm jumping on shit like this. I'm listening to podcasts in the morning. I'm listening to audio books. I go from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And everyone will be like, yeah, I've heard read. I don't really like to read. Well, again, you don't have to. I'm just telling you, what are the mindset, skill set, and habits of the ultra successful? I guarantee you, dude, getting new information is one of them. You guys should be waking up every single day excited as hell that you get another day. So like that gratitude alone, just the gratitude should shift your perspective to where now the rest of the day is going to be a good one. The question is how good will it get? Not, hope today is going to be a good day. Well, dude, you don't fucking hope today's going to be a good day. If you woke up, it's a good day. It's already a good day. See the difference in mindset? It's a shift in perspective. If I said, I'll give you guys all $1 million cash right now, you'd get off the phone, you'd grab your spouse, you'd grab your friends, you'd be like, woo, hey, dude, this is unbelievable. There's no way. Dude, this is unreal. You'd feel good. You'd be happy. You'd be running around like you freaking just got freaking, a lottery win. So you had the choice there to go vulgar or not. And I noticed Tina was sitting there and I thought to myself, well, I'll stick with clean then. If I was around the dudes, I might have said something else. But you guys get my point. You'd be excited. You'd be enthusiastic. You'd be fired up for $1 million. Sounds good, doesn't it? Now, if I said you can have that million, but you can't wake up in the morning, you instantly would go, of course not. I'm not going to take $1 million not to wake up because then it's worthless. Exactly. So what you're saying is waking up is worth more than $1 million, correct? So if it's worth more than $1 million to you, why aren't you acting as if every morning you wake up? How come you're not as appreciative every single morning you wake up? Because you're an ingrate. You're not being grateful simply for the day. So again, I had to train my mind to do that. But you start to train your mind to become extremely grateful, gratitude, of the simplest of things, waking up, for Pete's sake. Like, we all do that, don't we? We all do that, right? We all wake up. We all have the same thing to be thankful for with extreme gratitude. And then that shifts your perspective, because the second you really, with repetition, start to realize how lucky we are just to freaking get another day. Once you really own that and you're like, damn, that is true. This dude's true. Even if he says it as a joke, that is true. Okay, so if you can start to own that, you're gonna wake up every morning. You're gonna start to feel yourself a little bit of a smile because because you realize You just hit the lottery. You just got $1 million or better. It's the same feeling, and you literally start to get excited. So when you wake up in the morning, you smile, and all of a sudden it's like, and there's the difference. That's the difference, dude. You're not now waking up dreading the fact that you got a car payment to make. You bit off more than you can chew, bro. That car payment's coming out randomly. Consistently. You guys ever notice bills come around way more often when you're broke? Dude, when I had no money, it seems like rent was freaking every week. I was like, dude, I just paid rent. It's fucking due again? Son of a bitch, I just paid that shit. Car payments, insurance, dry cleaning, all of it. Okay? But once you start making money, you don't even care. It goes on auto pay. I said the other day, I told someone, why don't you just set up auto pay? And they said, dude, are you smoking crack? I go, what do you mean? They go, dude, I don't want to bounce my account. I'm like, how would auto pay bounce your account? He says, sometimes the money's in there, sometimes it ain't. But if it's on auto pay and it's not in there, it'll overdraft my account. So I don't do auto pay. If you guys are living to the level that you cannot put your bills on auto pay, can I give you the honest, brutal truth? Number one, you're an idiot. And number two, you need to wake up and lower your living lifestyle. Lower it. Guys, would you rather go backwards to end up where you want to be or refuse to go backwards and stay where you are? Because if you can't put your bills on autopilot, it means you're not making enough money or your bills are too high. So you got two choices, dude. And I was faced with the same choice. You know what my choice was? Make more. Why? I don't go backwards, bitch. I ain't going backwards, okay? I go out and buy a fucking Rolls Royce. Bitch, what's next? Another Rolls Royce. I ain't going backwards. I'll make more. I'll work harder. I'll do what it takes. I'm not going backwards. Hey, that's an option. And that's the one I take. And back then, before I, started rising up the ranks, it's the one I took. I'm not going back. I'm not giving up my car and my house and my shit. I'm going to go make more money, which is the option. But if you're not going to make any more money, let's just say whatever situation you're in is just not possible. You're not going to really make more money. Then what are your options? Guys, lower your damn expenses. It's that simple. You're living in a house that costs, let's say, $3,000. You might need to be living in a house that costs $1,000. You think, well, I don't want to move. I don't want to. See, again, guys, you're making up reasons and excuses that you really don't want what you're claiming. Because if you really want to get financially, you got to have some excess money left over every month. Vic's surviving with $48,000. You're not living with $48,000. Is that your only income, Vic? Huh?
No.
Good, because I was going to give you a scholarship. But the bottom line is, again, like there's people out there making $48,000. My receptionist, I only pay, I think, $48,000. But there are people, you can live on it, but you're not getting out of the rat race that way. You're not going to become massively successful that way. That's why when you see the jobs that are paying $4,000 or $5,000 a month, those are for the little kids, dude. Those are for the people that are just getting started. Those aren't for adults like us. You guys get that, right? Because if you're thinking, well, dude, I don't even make that. Well, dude, welcome to the elite call. This is the way you need to start thinking then. Okay? Thank God you're on this call. Smartest move you ever made. I'm surprised you're on this call. It was $197 a month. How'd you swing that? Like shit, don't you want baby milk or something? Don't you need diapers or something better than this bullshit? Think about it. It's funny, but it's true too. So if you are not making more than $5,000 a month and you're on this call, go look in the mirror and give yourself a high five. Because dude, that's the difference. You're getting around a different mindset, because the reason you're making $5,000 is because you don't have the right mindset. You don't have the right skill set, and you don't have the right habits. And more importantly, you don't have the right relationships. Because if you had the right relationships, there's no possible way you wouldn't make money. The more hands you shake, the more money you make. Cut and dry, point blank, period. This is easy, guys. I'm telling you, man. I should not be a multi-millionaire. I hate when people say I'm a millionaire because that kind of, screws me a little bit. Like a millionaire, that means one, right? So I, when I was a kid, knew I would be a multi-millionaire. And then I'm finally a multi-millionaire, and I start to think to myself, well, shit, this ain't really that much. It's not really what I thought it would be. Like, I need more. Because we underestimate what we think is going to take and how long it's going to take and how much it's going to take. So again, you got to increase someone made the comment to Vic, try to make 10 million so you fall short and make 2. Okay. And that's, again, great advice. Obviously, my boy GC with 10X, that's the whole theory behind 10X. So again, guys, listen to me. I don't know where you all are. For some reason, I attract a more successful group of people than most everybody that I know anyway is attracting the people that are making 3-4 grand trying to figure out how to make more. I seem to attract people that are kind of at a higher level. They're making a little bit more and they're trying to get past that. So I don't know where each and every one of you are. We know where Vic is right now. And by the way, Vic, at the end of the year, we're going to come back and look, dude. So dude, pay attention all year long, follow instructions. And I guarantee you, dude, by the end of the year, it is totally possible to do your $1 million. But you know what you're going to need to do? Instead of talking to 700 customers, you got to start figuring out, how am I going to talk to 7,000 customers? Because you have a marketing problem. That's all you got. Because again, dude, keep in mind, you can talk to more customers or you can sell the existing customers you have more shit. Pick one. And by the way, you know what the answer is? You know what the right answer is? Pick one. You want to sell them more shit or you want to sell more of them? What's the right answer? Can't hear you.
More of them.
No. Anybody know the answer?
Whatever makes you hit your goals.
Both is always the answer. Okay, you want to do both. You want to sell more people and sell them more shit than you're selling now. So all day long, if you focus on how do I get in front of more people, and you're not afraid to do the work, by the way. How do I get in front of more people, and what else can I sell them? And by the way, remember, guys, you don't have to be the one that does the selling. You don't have to be the one that does the delivering. You're just the conduit. You're just the conduit. Dude, you guys don't have to become the mentor of this group. I'll do that. But if you bring in people, that's all you do is bring them in. You get paid. You say, shit, I want mine to be free. Okay, dude, bring a couple people. But I don't want anyone bringing anyone unless you're like, dude, I'm seeing results. Because what we're going to do is we're going to do challenges every week. We're going to freaking get people to think every week. And I guarantee you within 6-8 weeks, if you're implementing and doing and what I like to say is trying to disprove me. Like, I want you guys to try and disprove everything I'm saying. I want you to come back the following week and say, dude, you're full of shit. I did that and it did not work. I did that and it did not help anything. My answer is going to be, number one, you didn't do it long enough or you didn't do it right. Because those are the only two things. You didn't do it long enough, you didn't do it right. If Dan Paulson said, hey, dude, I want to be fucking ripped, and he comes back in a week, he says, dude, I've eaten everything you told me, I worked out everything you told me, and I'm not ripped. What would you guys say?
Keep doing it.
Keep doing it, bitch. And guess what? 90 days later, okay, I'm starting to see some results. Okay, 120 days later, 180 days later, holy shit, Brad. My life changed. My girl freaking is freaking out every time I walk into the bedroom naked. I'm serious. It's life-changing shit.
Yep.
So it's not possible for you guys to get on these calls, try and disprove what I'm saying, and go a year and say, nope, I got nothing from that. I wasted my money, and it was dumb. It's impossible, especially because who I'm bringing throughout the year. I don't know if anybody's new, but last week we had the day trader dude. Again, go follow his shit, dude. The week before that, we had Keaton Hoskins.
No, we had Wes.
Oh, yeah, Wes Watson. Week before that, we had Keaton. And again, I was going to bring someone today, and I thought, well, dude, these guys did it for me, so they might want to hear from me once in a while. I better quit bringing people. Give them my opinion. When you guys are tired of my opinion, then I'll bring somebody. But dude, listen, it's the smartest move anyone can make, especially at this price point, dude. $200, that's $50 to sit. And by the way, dude, call my office and say I want to talk to Brad one-on-one for an hour. You know what they'll tell you?
$5,000.
5 G's. 5 G's. Like, you want me for an hour? 5 G's.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going up, by the way. But it's 5 G's. And you know why it's going up? Because it's not stopping anybody. You know your price isn't enough if everyone's doing it. So if everyone keeps booking me at 5 G's, dude, I'm going to go to 10. And if everyone keeps booking me at 10, I'm going to go to 20. And pretty soon it's going to be like, dude, it's $1 million to get him on the phone for an hour. That's right. Why? Well, because only a few people do it. And what would you rather have? 2 calls at $1 million each or 5,000 $5 calls? So that's the trick. You just keep raising that price. You don't start here and lower it. You start here and raise it. It's perceived value. This is going to $297. Okay, people that join between now and whenever we do that, it might be February 15th because I got to go on a cruise and shit and I want to be prepared to promote and push. But it's $100 a month for a year. That's $1,200 a year they're saving by getting in before the 15th. So again, if you guys know any, and you get paid, see Jay Strand if you guys want to know more about that. $525. I always over deliver, but you know we should have been here an hour. But I wanted to make sure everybody fully understands what the program's about and how we're doing it. I like this hot seat. What do you guys think of the hot seat?
It was good. Really good.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Great
Thank you,
idea.
Brad.
Yeah, well, it wasn't my idea. It was, I think, your guys's or Jay's, one of the two. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do hot seat. I love hot seats. Why? Because, dude, you can bust people right in the old nutsack and get them to understand, like, dude, through sometimes just sheer embarrassment, like, damn, I'm never going to let that happen again. You know, a lot of times I'll tell people stuff and people will be like, dude, I can't believe you said that to him. And I'll be like, why? And they're like, oh, dude, I would never say that to somebody. Well, then you're not their friend, bro. Because love ain't lies, dog. Love ain't lies. My boy Wes Watson said that.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, that's true. Mm-hmm. That is true. Love is not lies. So I'm not going to lie to somebody. You got a big old freaking wart on your forehead. I'd say, bro, you know you can get that cut off, right? You know you can go get that cut off, right? People say, what do you mean? That's part of who I am. Dude, someone sold you a load of bullshit your whole life. It's a fucking wart. Remove it. I don't know who's laughing that hard, but it's the truth. Okay? Remove it. My buddy comes in. He's not really my buddy, but he came in the other day and he asked me, hey, you think I should get a nose job? He didn't even finish the word job. And I said, fuck yes, I would. My friend goes, oh my God, I can't even believe you said that. I said, dude, I guarantee you a nose job would improve his life. I know for a fact. Just like teeth. I had a guy coming in looking like he had a mouthful of Indian corn. Think I should go to the dentist and fix my teeth? Well, fuck yeah, I think you should fix your teeth. And this guy's got money to fix them. I'm like, why would you sit there and look like you gargle with butter? Like, dude, go fix your teeth. Now, they fix their teeth and guess what? They cannot believe the difference in their life. They cannot believe they smile bigger. They smile more. Everybody says, Brad, the difference between before and after is magnificent. Like their whole spirit changed. And in reality, they spent their whole life, 38 years old, with frickin' Indian corn teeth. With money. And by the way, guys, nobody believes you got money if you ain't got no teeth. Just FYI. Okay?
He's gonna kill Daniel. He's dying.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, anyway. And then you get these people that, like, they have messed up teeth so they don't smile. They don't smile. You guys never seen these guys that won't smile? They'll sit there and be like, oh, yeah, oh, you son of a gun, you dirty dog. And they won't smile.
Oh my God. Oh.
They won't smile. And it's because they know their teeth are messed up. Well, dog, get to the freaking dentist. I got one for you if you want one. Like, dude, I'll show you how to look them up. Oh, man, oh, that's expensive. Guys, that's a limited mindset. It's expensive. It's not expensive. It costs you to not to do it. With your not smiling ass and everybody's doubting your ass and everyone's judging your ass. Guys, I'm telling you right now, people are judging you whether you think they are or not. So again, understand full well they're judging you and don't give them something to judge. Like freaking walk in there like you own the bitch. Roll out like you sold it. And freaking own who you are. Like again, dude, you want to wear freaking camouflage jackets and be a freaking, Duck Dynasty looking son of a bitch? Own that shit. You think Duck Dynasty gives a rat's dick that you don't like their beard? Oh, Willie? He don't give a shit. What's his name? Who's the uncle?
Uncle Si.
Yeah, Cy. I love Cy. Like everyone loves Cy. Oh, Cy with his juice and his water. Like, dude, he don't give a rat's dick. That's how you do it. You know why? Because they don't fear other people's opinion. I'm going to close with this. Allodoxophobia. You guys might be suffering from allodoxophobia. If you don't know what that is, allow me to ask Alexa. What is allodoxophobia? Alexa, define allodoxophobia.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Lying bitch. Alexa, what is allodoxophobia?
I don't have an answer for that.
How the hell can she not know what the hell allodoxophobia is? Am I the only man on earth that knows it? Let's go Google it. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see. Okay, look at this. Allodoxophobia. Allodoxophobia.
Of other people's opinions.
That's right. The fear of other people's opinions. The reason we don't say what we want to say, wear what we want to wear, go where we want to go, do what we want to do, is because we fear what other people might think or say about it. You know what that tells me, guys? That tells me that you value everybody else's opinion more than your own. My question is, why do you doubt yourself so much? Why do you second guess yourself so much? Why don't you think you're worth anything? Because we've been told all our lives that that's conceit and that's bad. Bullshit. Okay? Being an arrogant prick is bad. Being confident is not bad. Matter of fact, I highly recommend it. And I'm telling you right now, if you just simply gained confidence, your life improves tenfold, just with confidence. And by the way, you ask girls, for the guys, well, maybe some of the girls too, but you ask girls, what's the most attractive feature in men? They will tell you confidence. They will tell you freaking sense of humor. How am I doing? So trust me when I tell you guys, for the guys, and the girls for that matter, but guys specifically, get confident, not arrogant. And then women, get confident. Like, you guys literally own the world, if you knew it. Most women don't know it, but you guys own that shit. And it's very simple. Like, when people say, how do you know there's a God? I know there's a God because of females. Like, who would have invented one of those? Like, think about them. And not only that, like, they put, whoever did it, which I'm sure had to be God, invented the whole, like, your shit's where our shit is. Like, everything fits. Like, come on, man. Who would have thought of that? Who would have thought all that? Nobody would have thought of all that. So you know there's a God because women exist. That's the truth. And then women, you guys aren't aware of the power that you possess because men will kill for women. Wars have been started over women. Fortunes have been made and lost over women. Women have the power. So again, you guys walk around like, it's a man's world. I'm just trying to get by in a man's world. It's because you're not awake. Okay? Consider me your alarm clock. You got to wake up and own your shit. And this is for men and women.
Can I say something? This is Joanne. Please don't generalize because that's certainly not my mindset.
No.
Thank you.
I'm talking about everybody. Joanne, if this isn't for you, I'm talking about everybody. And by the way, if I ever say something that isn't pertaining to you, then remember that there's other people in here that it might be pertaining to. I don't know.
I'm saying female, from my perspective as a female, you're saying females in here. So I love what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that way, but I hear what you're saying.
Do you believe some women do?
Absolutely. I think women are the most insecure. I think men are insecure, but I think women are more insecure. And that's why we go over and above to impress other women. Most of the time, it doesn't have to do with us. It has to do with one-upping other women.
Right.
Which, that's not how I think. I do things for me.
Right. But again, that's why I'm saying it, because I don't know what Tina thinks. I don't know what you think. I only see 2 women in here, I think. And the other ones don't.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is I'm not assuming that you think this way. I'm saying it in case you do. Why? Because, dude, you can't think that way. You cannot think that way. Fortunately,
in my life that I did, I was insecure when I was younger, but through self-development and taking care of myself and getting out of my own way and becoming successful, that's how I learned. So absolutely.
See what I'm talking about? I got a cosigner. This is what you call a cosigner. That's proof right there. I'm not making this shit up. But anyway, I'll tell you what, it's good to know, Joanne, that you've already learned that lesson. And by the way, dude, we're going to cover things repeatedly in here only because the best way to actually learn is good content, repetition, practice, and accountability. So again, if you guys listen to every word and you learn everything and you don't do anything with it, nothing's going to change. You're going to get more intelligent. That's why they say knowledge is power, which is not really true. Knowledge is power with application. So again, the power is in the knowledge, but the application is the difference maker. Don't listen for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and have notes and notes and notes and notes. And when you look at actually what you've implemented or what you've done, it was nothing. You're just learning. You're afraid to actually implement. You don't want to upset the apple cart. Well, I don't want to start this yet because I might not be ready. Oh, no, I got bills to pay. I've got children to feed. I can't do this. Up. Guys, trust me, nothing's going to make a massive difference more than action. That's the biggest difference. I always tell people, the difference between great ideas and great companies? Action. I've got 1 million ideas. I can give you guys ideas right now that if you took them and went and implemented them, they would be billion-dollar ideas. Someone will say, well, if that's the truth, Brad, how come you don't do it? I am, bitches. I am. Every day I am. But I can only do so many. I'm just one person, right? Well, that's true. No. That's a limited mindset. I don't believe that. I'm not one person. Dude, I'm everybody, and everybody's me, and everybody's you. And time is basically made up. Somebody decided 24 hours in a day. Who decided that shit? See what I'm saying? It's all perspective. Anyway, it's been fun. It's 5:37. You guys got any final questions? Any final comments?
Challenge for the week.
Well, I did want to say one thing to Vic, if I may, before we wrap up the call. My daughter's in elementary school, and what I've been noticing is that there's a detailer in the parking lot once a week because teachers have very limited time. And I think that would be a really great angle for you, is to go to different schools and just say, hey, or maybe even like mentoring a high school student on how to detail a car, and then kind of get your name out that way, because you're giving back to the community. And then the teachers there would obviously need your services. And the one last thing is, I would definitely lower the price point to $99.99, because for some reason that's psychology, and people like $99.99.
Is your daughter trying to represent insurance, car insurance?
Okay, so
Because of the gecko.
Yeah, we just got it, so she's being a little intrusive.
Well, it's like Geico, you know, save you 15% on your car insurance. Feldman, where are you going? The opera?
I've got to sing in front of the large crowd here with a big band, so I'm a singer. It's my creative side.
Oh, nice. All right, we'll go break up.
I have a different name than Feldman. Yeah. Anyway, I got a stage name. I got a website. The whole thing.
What's your stage name?
Daniel J. Park. That's with a C.com.
Dude, I think we should change
I own
it.
the domain.
I think it sounds better if you become Daniel Pellegrino.
You could do that too. That's another day.
What sounds better, Daniel J. Park or Daniel Pellegrino?
Well, Pellegrino's a little over sexy. I'm not sure if I can handle all the girls. Want to sing on the stage?
It depends on what you sing.
Daniel Pellegrino.
I think no Sonata type stuff.
All right, you guys, I appreciate each and every.
Man.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. Be cool. Listen, go out and try to implement.
Thank you, Brad.
I don't have a challenge, Jay. Do you have one you can think of real quick? Because I didn't prepare.
Be ready for the next hot seat.
I think.
Sure. Go.
Well, I think again. Here's a challenge. Basically, wake up every single day. Intentionally in your mind, write it down before you go to bed. That you know, just write on a piece of paper that you can see when you wake up. Congratulations, you get another day. And then put it on the wall. When you wake up, make sure that wherever it is, you can see it. And every day in the morning, when you wake up, even if it takes you like a minute to see it because you got to walk to the bathroom mirror or whatever, and you see it, tell me by the end of the week if you do it every single day and you look at that. And all that's there to remind you is that, dude, it is worth more than $1 million to wake up, isn't it? And you're going to be like, yeah, okay, then ask yourself, how would I act if someone just gave me $1 million? And dude, that'll just crack a little smile. Do that every day for a week. We'll be back here next Wednesday. And tell me, dude, if your days do not get brighter. And by the way, just perspective, because you're shifting your perspective like this. And dude, the rest of the day just seems to flow better. Everything becomes an opportunity almost. It's like, I don't have to, figure out how to pay my car. I get to figure out how to pay my car. And again, it gets challenging throughout the day and you start to get bombarded with, problems and situations. Just remember, dude, this is a good day regardless. The question is how good is it going to get? I woke up and didn't get much better. But guess what? It was a good day. So that perspective, there's your challenge. Every single day, wake up, even if you have to remind yourself to mentally and intentionally realize that you should be grateful for that day. And I'll bet you by the end of the week, you've had a much brighter week. We'll see. I want to hear your stories on next Wednesday. Yes, it takes time. And yes, you look like an idiot. And yes, you better have a fucking story. And yes, yes. It's not easy. Why? Well, that's why only a few people in MLM space win, because they believe and they stay and they preach and they tell their story, and time goes by and they get enough people excited, and next thing you know, their overrides are substantial. But it does work. Don't tell me it doesn't work. Anyone that says MLM doesn't work is a hater.